We all must have spent countless number of hours reading books in our lives. Some of us like to read mystery, adventure, horror and fictional stuff. And on the other side, some of us stick to biographies, autobiographies and things of the like. To look at books from a legal perspective, there are a ton of good books. What's the special thing about this? They are not meant to be read only by lawyers or law students. They are meant to be read by every one of us. In this video, we'll look into 10 books that we must read to understand what the law is and what's actually going on with law and society.
Everybody talking but they coming to the shows. Pull up in a rose, now she wanna roll. Everybody talking but they coming to the shows. Pulling up, being on swerving. Bad bitch pushing on curving. Run it up like a nigga earning.
Without wasting any more time, let's get started right now. Yo. For every one of us to cover every nook and cranny of the Indian Constitution and its history, the book Constitution of India, Defaced and Defiled, written by Nani Palkhiwala, stands as the best one. Literally, this book contains two parts. The first part deals with the themes of democracy, freedom and fundamental rights, and so on. And the second part deals with the history and functioning of the Parliament of India. Charles Dickens was unarguably one of the most famous storytellers to have ever lived, and Bleak House is considered to be his very best work. It is not only a book of a great importance, but particularly it has a very strong relevance of what the present situation is in law and society, though it has been published years ago. For all those of you who want to learn what role the law is actually playing in relation between states and countries, the book Law of Nations by James Leslie Brearley is your best choice. This book is also considered to be a very good introduction on the matters relating to international law of peace. India Wins Freedom talks about the author Maulana Abul Kalam Azad's personal experiences when India gained independence. Additionally, it also contains his own ideas on personal liberty and freedom. It traces us back to the events and happenings of the freedom movement, which ultimately led to India's freedom in a frank and a bold way. Landmarks in the Law contains dozens of landmark cases and judgments in law about the crimes of high treason, freedom of the press and murder. Each judgment in this book raises a great deal of constitutional issues and it is very informative and knowledge-packed. In this book, the author argues throughout that the law must be able to adapt and evolve itself to social change. Unless a law does so, it won't be able to remain as a strong force of creating social order in the society. Courts and their judgments, written by Arun Shourie, remains as a must-read by everyone till now. It has raised important and paramount questions on the functioning of our judiciary. Is the Indian legal system a mere failure or an ultimate success? Do judges merely enforce and interpret the law? Or where does interpretation of a law end? The answer for all these flaming questions are detailed in this book. Corruption in India was written by a senior bureaucrat N. Vittal, who is well versed in the administrative machineries of the government of India. This book, as the title says, completely deals with governmental corruption. And at times, the words used by the author is so humorous that we would forget what he is coming to tell to us. As a Harvard University professor, Michael J. Sandel is famous for packing readers into his books. By that way, Justice, What's the Right Thing to Do deals with what are the present challenges faced by law and the society as a whole, and both combined together in a very elaborate way. There are dozens of social media platforms right now, aren't they? As this number goes up, the social media crimes also rise up in a rapid way. Although these grow, the legal perspectives for social media are not understood by people completely. What are my rights in social media? How can I enforce those rights? And what can I protect myself from in social media? This book is a complete guide for all our questions related to social media and its legal perspectives. So, ladies and gentlemen, why is it important to understand law? The reason why it is important to know basic laws is that you can be protected from tyranny, and also it makes sure that you are acting lawfully in all circumstances. Understanding basic and fundamental law is one of the important life skills that you can have. As we already know, books are a great deal of information and it builds our knowledge. If we look at books from a legal perspective, like all these books I've stated before, it is important to read them because knowing basic laws and fundamental rights of people is really important to lead a better tomorrow, especially the younger generation. We must have come across elders and senior citizens. They all are well versed in law and fundamental rights as they are reading newspapers every day. That is the one mistake that we people do every day. We never read newspapers. So for your convenience, I've come up with summary videos of all these books I've stated before in the description down below. You can check it out anytime. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with everyone, and drop your comments down below. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing. I'll see you then.
Everybody talking, but they coming to the shows. Pull up in a rose, now she wanna roll. Everybody talking, but they coming to the shows. Pulling up, being on swerving. Bad bitch, pushing on curving. Run it up like a nigga earning. Gotta check now when niggas.
Please like, share and subscribe to this channel.